So a quick update on the wrap. Here we have Tech Wrap, Neo, Chrome, Green, Chameleon, whatever you want to call it. But a quick update. Originally I planned on getting it done professionally. So I took it to a shop here in Atlanta, Georgia. Long story short, they were, in my personal opinion, just unfamiliar with the quality slash material, basically the quality of this particular brand Tech Wrap. And I dropped the vehicle off here, my Alfa Romeo, dropped the vehicle off. They actually began on it and they were just having some trouble, and I guess, you know, they didn't want to put out a product that wasn't to their satisfaction, and I totally understand. I'm not going to name the shop, but they were extremely communicative, extremely professional. Ended up refunding my money, which was $1,500, which was a deposit that I put down on it. But yeah, so after that, I said, fuck it, I'll do it myself. So the wrap obviously has already arrived. What we're doing now is basically preparing to wrap the vehicle this weekend on Saturday. So Victory loves preparation. If you don't know what that means, it means prepare for all things. And that's where the victory lies. So what we are doing tonight slash tomorrow is prepping. By prepping, I mean we are going to, I have these little edge protectors right here. I don't know if you can see that well. Let me put the light over here. Edge protectors on these doors. I had to remove these. I got some goof off. We're going to get the residue off on all 4 doors. We are going to remove the decals on the back. We are going to, and all of this stuff was actually supposed to arrive Saturday, and everything arrived today, which is perfect. So I'm going to start buffing the car tonight. The shop thought there might be some ceramic coating on here, which they said that the film wasn't sticking. That's what they said. And ceramic coating basically doesn't come off via over time, but with alcohol and some compound, we could speed the process up. So whether there is ceramic coating on here or not, because I didn't put it on here, we are going to buff the entire vehicle. So I ordered an orbital buffer. Again, it arrived today. So that's going to be one of the very first things we do. We're going to use some ultra cut compound. We're going to buff every inch of the outside of this vehicle with the compound starting tonight. What else did we get? We're going to clay bar it right before we wrap. I'll probably clay bar, I don't know if I'm going to do like the panels individually or how I'm going to do it. But yeah, we will be clay barring. From Amazon, we got some 3M knifeless design tape. And again, all of this was supposed to arrive on Saturday. I think I ordered this yesterday, maybe the day before yesterday, or like late yesterday, I don't remember. But hell yeah, everything arrived like super early, which is cool. We got some squeegees, nice soft edges, you know, razors, magnets, some nice soft gloves, all these little tiny little things. Like I said, the buffer. Yeah, those are the 3 things that I ordered. So yeah, we got those. Heat gun already over there to help remove these emblems on the back. We got some of that. Goof off. There was a tiny little ding right next to the right here. There was this tiny little ding. I had that PDR today, and I mean, it was the tiniest little ding, but it was extremely visible, and I did not want to wrap over it because I know that chrome was going to magnify it. So yeah, we got that PDR'd earlier today, 125 bucks, which was very surprising. I was thinking like $200 or $300 because PDR work, paintless dent repair, is not freaking cheap. So that's done just a little while ago. As you can see, there's wrap on the floor, and this is the color with the chrome film or the clear film off of it. It's beautiful. I just did a test wrap just a little while ago. One of the things that the shop said was they didn't think that one piece would be able to go over this whole panel, and that they would have to put an inlay, which I don't really too much care about. But if it can be avoided, I definitely want to. That being said, I wrapped this entire thing just a minute ago. for the very first time. I've never wrapped a vehicle in my life. I wrapped my PlayStation the other night, and I wrapped the back of my cell phone. But that's the only experience I have, aside from the couple hours of video footage that I've watched over the last few days. But we had some issues here. All of this was perfect. All of that was perfect. All of that was perfect. All of this was perfect. This was really good. This was really good. I didn't really get to here yet, but we had some issues here. But mainly what I was doing is getting a feel for the material, how much it stretches, which I would say like 1%, maybe. Very, very, very little stretch. On that note, I read a comment on Facebook about tech wrap. Somebody was saying that like Avery, 3M are like the best. And the guy defined best as in easy installation. It's very, very easy to install because of the stretchiness. And for most people that equates to it's the best. So easy installation, yeah, it might be the best. But from my understanding, 3M Avery is very thin, very orange pilly. This is very freaking tacky. I don't understand how it wasn't sticking to the panel, because it definitely sticks to the panel immediately. It's easy to raise up, but it's tacky. It's extremely tacky. So we are going to more than likely do an inlay. I have no idea where I'm going to do it at. Maybe along this body line, come across here. I don't know if I'm gonna go down like this or just straight across. Not quite sure yet. And we have a lot of curvature here too. I don't know if I want to come across here with the line and do a separate piece here. Not quite sure. Or come across this curve here and do this maybe in 2 or 3 different pieces. Again, still, I have some practice material in the car that I'm going to play with right now and see what makes the most sense. I do have 2 full rolls, so I think I can have maybe a half a roll to play and practice with and mess up. Oh yeah, I also bought this stand because I will be removing the bumper, the headlights, all the grill inserts. I think that's the only, taking the door handles off. I'm still debating if I want to do black, potentially carbon fiber on the roof, and potentially carbon fiber on these. I don't know yet. Oh, what else is coming off? I might take these off. I don't think I'm going to though. It was actually cut around here. It looks pretty decent. I did have a little bit of white showing right here. So for that reason, I might remove these. That way I can just go all the way around and tuck as much as possible way up underneath there, so I don't have any future problems. But again, I'm taking all these headlights out, grill inserts are coming out. That way I can tuck as much as I can. I'm going to PPF the bumper first, and then I'll PPF the rest of the car later. Well, I won't. I'll be having a shop do that job. Figure like $200, $250, they might do the bumper for me. But with rock chips and the way this stuff scratches, I at least want to cover the front bumper almost immediately. But I might do a practice video to this. We might add me practicing, and again, I know absolutely nothing. I'm open to all the critique and tips and tricks and techniques that are available. So feel free to critique the shit out of whatever you see me doing. But I think that this color is going to be magnificent on this car once we get it complete. Lots more work to do, lowering it. That gap is horrendous. Rims, you know, skirts, front skirt, back skirt, side skirts. Nothing too crazy. The shop that I took it to get wrapped at, though, they do phenomenal stars in the headliners. The ambient lighting, which they have the best ambient lighting I've ever seen. So I'm taking it back to them in a couple weeks for the headliner stars, the ambient lighting. But that's probably about it though. So let me do a little test run. I want to play with some of these tools I got. I'll set up my tripod so you can see me not knowing what the fuck I'm doing wrapping. Still a bit of practice though. So practice makes perfect, and victory loves preparation. So it charged me $3 grand to wrap it, which was really good. Most shops were charging me about $5. Hence the reason why I think they didn't want to do it, because they did say they would charge me a little bit more. But all in all, $500 for everything that's in that box. All of that, stand, the PDR, maybe $650-ish. So they say the poor man always pays twice, trying to be cheap. I don't need it to be perfect. The color is so awe-inspiring that all of the small little defects, the many that will be there, should be overlooked based off the sheer magnificence of the color, I think. So, but yeah, so let me set the tripod up really quick for you guys. I'm gonna mess around with the fender a little bit more. Very, very, very curvy. It's probably the curviest spot on the vehicle, I believe. We got some curve here. There's, a little bit of curve on the bumper, but again, I'm gonna inlay here. I'll probably put 2 pieces in here, 1 piece here, 1 piece here, something along those lines. 1 or 2 pieces here, 1 or 2 pieces there, and then a couple of pieces for the front bumper. But yeah, I would say that the fender is definitely probably the most curved part of the vehicle when it comes to talking about this wrap, that is. So let me mess around with this fender. Let me know what you guys think. So I definitely didn't do an excellent job, but all things considered, I don't think I did a bad job. I'm kind of just practicing, 1, my corners / edges, and 2, figuring out where I'm going to make my inlays at. Like I said, I'm going to have to do the fender in 2 pieces, maybe 3. That would probably be my 3rd piece right there, which will be the last piece. So I'm going to work my way from the bottom, 2-piece, 3-piece, I think. So honestly though, that I can add that piece to that piece potentially, but there's so much curve here that I'm afraid I'm gonna have a lot of wrinkles here or down there, depending on where I start at. But I did a pretty decent job, I think, with this. And the cool thing about it is all these little scratches right here do actually buff out. I don't know if you can see or not, but they're slowly starting to come out. I'll have to watch another video on this to figure out how to get all of them out. From a distance, they're not too visible. But it looks good though. So I have another piece we're going to use, a little larger piece. I think I'm going to practice on this bottom section down here and figure out where I'm going to do my inlay at. And it's the first time I've ever used knife tape. I don't know how clean. It's a little jagged right here. I did make a huge mistake right here. I didn't cut it all the way through, so when I ripped it, it ripped into the actual car part. So lesson learned. Lesson learned here. Next time I need to pull tighter here, and the same thing over here, pull tighter over here, and then tuck.